Welcome to episode 17 of How About Them Huskies. I'm Connor. I'm joined with Matt, Andrew, and Matt, and a very special guest, Adama Sanogo. Adama, how you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great now. I'm doing great right now. Coming off a win yesterday, no, if it's great to have a win today. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Talk about some stuff. Talk about some basketball tonight. I'm
Yeah,
happy to.
talk about some basketball. Love to hear it. So
Yeah,
as you've seen, we had RJ and Ty on. So we're just gonna ask you some questions, catch up with you, get to know you a little better.
Yeah, I just have a question about
yeah,
the award you received beginning of the year, preseason, you were selected as the player of the year.
yeah.
What was that like? How did that feel? And did that add any added pressure, to going into the season or any sort of added, substance coming from that?
Right. Like big place, biggest preseason player of the year. That like if you go, that show like that show people like this guy really like he has something on him. So like me being like big preseason player of the year, like it's not like I don't believe on pressure a lot because I feel like I don't believe on pressure. There was not that pressure on me because I was like I know why they named me biggest preseason player of the year because I was good. So I was like, let me just be the same guy that was been the last 2 years, play the way I play. So I don't believe on pressure. So I was like, I just gotta be the same Adama I've been for the last 2 years. So I was not. I don't think about I don't think about like putting pressure on myself. Like I have to play great today. I have to kill today because I'm a biggest preseason player of the year. I was thinking about like how can I help my team? How can I win today? How can I play good today? So like for play now, I don't feel any pressure for being biggest preseason player of the year. Nah.
I was gonna say that that's a great mindset to have about it.
Yeah,
Do you feel like it just helps you all? Like, is a morale boost to the team and things like that?
yeah, it do help a little bit because if a team, my teammate like knowing they have like a biggest preseason player of the year in the team, that gives them a lot of confidence, like because they know they have like this, like they have somebody that like they help them win a game, like that can help them win a game. So like give us a lot of confidence, but we can't like just gotta be ourselves, because we like like we can't just be like we can just say like, okay, Adama is the biggest seven player. That don't mean he's good. You have to, I have to show people like I'm really like, you know what I mean. I gotta show people that I'm that guy. If you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah.
Gonna say, Dom, you've been showing them all year, man. Keep it going.
I got you, for sure.
All right. So we'll call it 2.5 years at this point at
Right,
UConn. You've played in a lot of big games, a lot of great ones. Ones that come to mind, the Auburn game, two
right,
overtimes, and even the Villanova game last year at home. But what's
right.
your favorite moment personally since you came to UConn? If you had to choose just one.
uh, my personal since I came to UConn, uh, I'm not gonna lie though. My freshman year, when we went to New Jersey to play against Senior, and I had my career high there, 16.9 rebound. That was like, I think that day was I think that was the happiest day like of my life. I think like because I was so happy to go back to New Jersey and beat a team that like recruited me like so high. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? Like that day was a big day for me. You know what I mean? Because like I remember that game I scored 16 points. And I was playing in front of my friend, like people that I know, people that I've been living with, for like a couple of years. And it's like, and then it scored 16 points. Yeah, this was my freshman year, so I think that was like that's a moment that we'll never forget. That's a day that we'll never forget. Yeah, yeah,
It's really
yeah.
cool to hear. That might not be the moment people think you would say. People would
You're
think
right.
it'd be a big game, but something special like that.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, that day I was so happy that day. And we got a win too because I remember it was like it was like during like the Madness session time. So we were in a bubble. So for us to be like for us to go to March Madness, I think we had to win that game. We had to win that game. So so me going to that game, scoring 16 points and every team win like. Like that day. I will remember that day forever for sure, for sure, for sure.
I know that you don't watch the games on TV because obviously you're playing in them, but
Yeah,
the announcers always talk about how you're one of the hardest working guys in the country.
right.
What's a typical day of practice look like for Adama Sanogo?
Uh, for me personally, because I always believe on hard work, because I think I believe on like I believe on like I don't believe on luck. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe on it, but I don't think happen for a reason. I feel like if you want to be like great at something, you have to work on it. You have to work harder to be great at it. So that's why for me to be great what I'm doing, so I need to work harder. So that's why every day before I work, every day I wake up, I do my individual workout in the morning before practice. For example, if you have on school time, like let's have class at 9:30, I go to gym at 8. And do my individual workout for like 45 minutes, 1 hour. Go to class, come back, do practice. Sometimes like I go back later, like shoe working on my trees, and because I can work on that in the morning. So I go back later after practice, like at 9, work on my trees. So like working hard is something for me like that I've been doing that since I was since I was in Mali. Because that's what I was teach especially by my parents, but especially by my father. I remember like when I was a kid, so like make me do things that I don't want to do, that I don't feel good to. Then I mean that I don't want to do, like that I don't feel like don't want to do, but see like make me do it because they want to like teach me how to work harder. So I try to do the same thing as a basketball player. Like everything you do, you have to do harder for you to be like good at it. You need to like work harder on it so you can be good at it. That's why I take this personal. With basketball is something that I love it. So for me to be good at it, I need to like take it serious and like work harder on it. Yeah.
Yeah, what you just said about not believing in luck, that reminds me of this Damian Lillard quote, and he said that he puts in the work to make those shots, so he deserves it.
Yeah.
That seems like your mindset for that.
Right. Yes. It's not like you can shoot it, it may go in, but if you work on it, you're gonna be like, all right. Like for example, if you shoot a basketball, it may go in, but if you like work on it every day and you shoot it, you're gonna be like, all right, this is like you can say, all right, this is going in because you work on it like every day, because if you because you work on it every day. But if you shoot it, like if you don't work on it, you just shoot it, it may go, the ball may go in. That may be luck, but if you like work on that shot every day, and the game can be shoot it, the ball may go in, and that's like the benefits of like our work and stuff. Yeah.
Speaking of that 3-pointer, that's something new that you added this year that has worked really well so far, I must say. It's been great to see you shooting the ball like that. But was that something that you wanted to add after the end of the last season, or was that something that like Coach Hurley, Young, Murray, they wanted you to do? Like they advised you to do it, or?
Yeah, they definitely support me to do it, because they're like non-games, like non-big men. Like I talk to them, every time I have a meeting with them, then they tell me like non-big men have to be able to do everything, not just shooting, passing the ball, be able to get out like 1 through 5, do stuff like that. So every time I talk to them, they say stuff like that. Now, but before even that, though, like I remember like in high school, like I really want to shoot. If you ask my team and stuff like that, like I want to shoot. I work on my shot. I remember like since my high school days, like I work on my shot. My freshman year, I used to come to a gym. I'd be shooting 3, but like I work on my shot, but I never shoot in practice. I never shoot in game. Sophomore year, I do the same thing. I used to work on every day. I used to shoot in the morning at 9, but I never shot it. But this year I was like, after talking to a coach in the summer and stuff like that, they told me like, now like I don't want you to be just a post-up player. I needed to do like more stuff. I needed to add more stuff in your game, but like be a great defender, like be able to switch 1 through 5, and be a good passer, and be able to shoot a little bit, stretch 15-footer, 17-footer, like be able to make those shots. So the thing, but after that talking to me, like after we had that meeting, I was like, okay, this is something that I really want to do. Like shooting is something that I really want to do. So I was like, all right, just need to be confident, and they want me to do it. So that really helped me and encouraged me to like to have a confidence to shoot it this year. Yeah, but it's something that I really want to do. Shooting, yes, yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you ask me, you look like a 6'9" Steph Curry out there when you shoot that three.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta work on them a little bit. You know, I gotta work on it a little bit. But I think I gotta work on it. But I want to shoot. Shooting is something that I want to do it. I want to do it. You know, I want to shoot. I want to shoot. I want to shoot. You know, yeah, I want to shoot. Yeah, I want to shoot. I just don't want to be a guy that can only post up. You know, you can only score from post. Don't want to be that. I don't want to be that player. So that's why I work on my shot every day. You know, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question. I know you didn't start playing basketball till later in your life, like till you were a
Right.
teenager, right? And
Yeah.
so who was it that like introduced you to the game of basketball?
Ooh. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. So I used to play soccer, right? So I used to play soccer. I used to play soccer when I was a kid. You know, I was like 6'3", 6'4". So every time I would play soccer, people be like, bro, why you keep like you're so tough to be a soccer player? Why you keep playing soccer? Go play basketball. So people used to annoy me with that stuff, with those kind of stuff. Like, stop playing soccer, go play basketball. You know, like you're so tough to play for playing soccer. You know what I mean? So I'm like, basketball. I'm not gonna like I didn't even know basketball was a thing. I didn't even know it was a sport because like of men's sport there is like soccer. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, so what's basketball? So people be like this is like people are like bounce the ball with their hand. So I didn't know what was basketball. Men's sport in Africa in Mali was soccer. So people keep telling me, bro, you're so tough for playing basketball. Bro, like you're not a basket, like you're so tough for playing soccer. You're not a soccer player. Just go play basketball. And I was like, all right. So one day, I decided to go to this like school, and I see a club like where people are playing basketball, and it was not far from this school was not far from our house, you know. So I went to that school and I see people playing basketball. So I watched them for like a little bit, and I went to see the coach after. I was like, coach, can I come play? I asked the coach. I said, coach, can I come play basketball? He said, yeah. And he saw me. He was like, I was like maybe like 6'2", 6'3". He saw me. He was like, okay, this guy is tall, you know. And he was like, all right, you can come play basketball if you want because he's so tall and he may have like you may be able to do something with it. So, and the coach was cool, you know. The coach was like, the coach might take. I talked to the coach that day, and the coach was so like happy that I came talking to him. He got my number, and I didn't thought I was going. The coach was like, if you have any you want any information about the club, anything, just text me. I can help you with. And I got the coach number. The coach got my number. I went back home, and I never texted the coach. I just asked him about basketball. I never thought I was going to play. So I remember one day I went back home. I never texted the coach. I never asked him about any information about basketball. I went back home, and one day I remember this number called me, and it was like, "Is this Adama?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm a basketball coach that he was talking to a couple of days ago. I was like, "Yeah." I said, "What's up, coach?" And he was like, "Yeah." I thought he was going to text me, but he never texted me. I just want to call you and see if everything is okay and when you're gonna start playing basketball. So this guy's got my number. So I was like, I don't want to do this. And I mean, could I go to school, and after if I don't have school, I go help my dad. I go help my dad. I work for my dad a little bit. My dad my dad owned a car wash place, so I used to go help him when I don't have school and stuff like that. So I say I have a job and I have like school, and I really don't want to play in basketball. I don't want to do it, you know. So this coach used to call me every day. He used to be like, when you gonna come start? When you gonna come start? I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to play basketball. Because I don't have time for it. You know what I mean? I class, you know, I work like I can work, which is helping my dad a little bit. So I said I don't have time for it, but he keep texting me because you know, like, this guy is like 6'3", 6'2". He can be somebody one day if you take it serious. So I remember one day I saw him somewhere like in the street. He said, "Bro, why you still didn't come start basketball?" So I was like, I'm thinking about I'm coming. So I remember one of my friends from Mali, his name was Ganda. He started playing basketball. His house was right next to my house. So he started playing basketball. So I was like, bro, he started playing basketball. He was like, yeah. No, but he was just doing it for fun because he was working up, like, he was a little bit big. So he want to play basketball to lose like weight and stuff like that. He was not doing for nothing else. So I was like, okay, cool. So you think I should start with you? And he was like, yeah. Then I started playing basketball because him. And you know what I mean, I didn't want to do it, but I started playing basketball because my friend Ganda, I saw him going to the gym. So I was like, all right, cool. I will just go with you. And that's when I started playing basketball and I see like this is good. Like I start liking it after a couple one, I start liking it. You know, I go there every day. You know, I start like playing against like people that are way older than me. Like, you know what I mean? Like after a couple months, like, you know, like I'm playing like, you know, I'm playing for the club team. You know, every time that they go for a trip, they take me. I don't play, but they just take me with them so I can see stuff because they see like something like on this kid that show that like he can be good one day. So after a couple like 7-8 months, I start playing because we have like team A, team B, and team C. So I start playing team B. You know what I mean? And after 1 year, I start playing team A. So yeah, then after that, remember like my second year, and I got selected in the national team of Mali. So I went to U17 African Nation tournament, U17. I got selection for that team, and after that, came to the United States. After that tournament, I came to the United States. Basketball was something that I never thought I would play one day. I never thought I would play basketball one day. Nah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna build off that there. You know, you came over, you played your high school here. I wonder what it's like now for you to play under Danny Hurley. Danny Hurley is such a personality. I want to know what that relationship with you is like, and I want to know, how much you enjoy that.
I do enjoy, you know what I mean? Because I remember, like you said, Coach Ellie is like different, you know? Like coming here, like in 10th grade, you know, I went to Australia for 2 years in Long Island. And after that, I transferred my junior year to go to Patrick School in New Jersey. My high school coach in Patrick School was like if they see a player doing something, they're gonna say something about it. So going to Patrick School, that really helped me to be ready for Coach Ellie. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because like him screaming at me every day, him like make me like you do stuff again, like, you know what I mean, like screaming at me, make me do stuff again, make me ready for Coach Ellie. And after that, I come into UConn. You know, I never thought Coach Ellie was that like not tough, but see something that will make his team lose or make his team like if he sees a player do something that will make his team lose or make his team like affect his team, like he makes sure like he talk about that stuff. You know, but in some school, some coaches don't do that. You know what I mean? They don't care about what the player is doing. You know what I mean? But if a coach actually sees something like that's not like hey his team or affects his team, he gonna talk about it. So by going to Patriot school, like that coach helped me getting ready for UConn. You know, being a player for Coach Ellie, you know, it's kind of easy if you like if you care about everything. But if you don't care about anything, if you don't care about losing, winning, it cannot coach you because like he's a guy. You can't just come play because you wanna play. You wanna come play. You gotta come play to win. Because if you lose, like you can lose, but at least you have to show him you try.
All right, so we know we mentioned just recently you didn't pick up basketball right away. You didn't even know what it was, you said. But are there any guys like in the NBA or professionally that you model your game off of? And who did you watch as you were getting into the sport? Was there any particular players?
I used to watch. I remember when I started playing basketball, you know, in Mali, we watch EuroLeague a lot. We watch NBA, but not really. But we watch EuroLeague a lot, like French basketball and stuff like that. But in NBA, like player that we used to watch was Giannis Antetokounmpo. So we used to watch Giannis Antetokounmpo a lot, you know, every day. I used to watch him every day because we are in a school. We used to have the computer room. I used to go there after school like every day. Let's go watch Giannis Antetokounmpo. I used to watch him a lot, you know, because I like the way he was like then. Because as a kid, you always want to watch somebody that be danking and stuff like that. So Giannis was like that guy that be like danking on everybody and stuff like that. So after school, I just go to computer room, just watch Giannis Antetokounmpo, just watch him and see like what he do. Yeah, I used to watch Giannis a lot. Yeah.
You see a couple of similarities in your game there. Two big guys that like attacking the rim. Basically, you're UConn's Giannis, pretty much, if you look at it that way.
Spinning a lot. We spin. He loves to spin, you know, and I like to spin too. Yeah, cause yeah, take a dribble and spin, you know, stuff like that. He love to do that. I think like yeah. I even now I watch him a little bit, you know, cause I like the way when he catch a ball on post, like the way he spin the ball, like you know, like the way he spin, like off a dribble and stuff like that. I like that. So I watch him a lot. I do. Yeah.
So what about UConn? Like when you were visiting and you were getting recruited by all these schools, when you went to UConn, what was it about it that made you want to spend your college career there?
I remember it was during COVID, you know, so everything was online. So I never had a chance to come to UConn and visit it, but the coaches they did a good job by showing me everything online, doing on Zoom. You know, they was able to like basically like tell me everything about UConn. You know, why it's great, why it's a good school, you know, why it was a big time school. Like because it was like they were basically like they did a good job by telling me like why I should come to this school, why this school I've done in the past, you know, like you know. So thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I think about every school like, okay, I'm thinking about UConn. I was like, this school did this, like they are. You know what I mean? There are some great players here, you know, and they basically do good job with big men than other schools that are, you know. So I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? And UConn was a good spot for me too, because I knew I had like a better chance here my freshman year than other schools. So I was like, okay, you know what I mean? They tell me come here, you work harder, you know. We're not going to guarantee anything to you, but if you come here, you work harder as a freshman, you're gonna start as a freshman. You know what I mean? So I thought when they said that to me, I was in my freshman year. I started 23 game or 22 game. I started 23 games. So that was something that was like, damn, they really did what they said. So that's why I think I had a better chance at UConn than other schools that were recruiting me, and that's why I came to UConn. Yeah.
Yeah, and UConn has a history of very dominant big men. Andre Drummond, Emeka Okafor, Hashim Thabit, a few names. Have any of them reached out to you? Do they offer any advice to you or anything?
No, I did not talk to none of them. You know, I did not talk to none of them now, but I knew who they were. You know, and I knew what like they have done in the past. So that even that even pushed me like coming into UConn because like these guys were like they had some like big time big men here in the past. So seeing those names and seeing what they did, I was like okay, I can be the next big man coming out of UConn. Yeah, but I did not talk to them during my recruiting. No. Yeah.
So in our other two interviews with Ty Pauly and RJ Cole, we asked them who the funniest teammate they think it was. So the answer we got from Ty was Isaiah Whaley, and then the answer we got from RJ was Tyrese Martin. So now we got to know, Adama, who's the funniest guy you ever played with at UConn?
The funniest guy I never played with at UConn. Oh my God, man. Yeah, I have a lot, man. I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot. The funniest guy. I think Tyrese and a cook for sure. I mean, I don't know. I gotta be at Tyrese or a cook. Maybe a cook used to be funny. Like maybe Tyrese for sure. Tyrese. Because Tyrese just be doing stuff that people that you just don't get what he's doing. Like, I mean, he just be doing stuff like I'm like, bro, what you do? Like you make you like think yourself, well, why he's doing that? Like yeah, I think maybe Tyrese because he's so he do stuff that you just don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I think Tyrese for sure.
Yeah, from the stuff I've seen, it seemed like Tyrese was a pretty funny guy.
Yes, Tyrese for sure. Tyrese.
So we got our tiebreaker now. We know We officially know. We've got 3 of them, and we got 2 votes for Tyrese. I guess we need Tyrese on here. We got to see what it's all about.
That is.
For those of you keeping track at home there with your little score sheet, that's 2 for Tyrese. And I think I got one more question here, and then maybe if the guys have the last thoughts, they can throw it out there. But many people may not know you were high school teammates with one of your current teammates, Samson Johnson, at the Patrick School in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Do you think there's like a special connection between you two because of that? And do you have any special chemistry on the court? Like you guys played together before coming here, and obviously when he returns from injury, we hope he comes back soon. He's an important part of the team. So when he comes back, do you think you guys have any special connection at all?
Yes, me and Sam, like you said, we played in the same high school, Patrick School, so we have like a lot of connection. If you think my Sam is a good sharp blocker, so every time like we talk, it's like we both speak French, so in a game, like for example, when I get beat and stuff, I know Sam is always there to like to block my shot and stuff like that, so because he's a good shot blocker, so every time like I get beat on a dribble or something, I know this guy he's gonna be always there to block my shot. And I remember in the summer we were working on because me and him was always in the same team in the summer at UConn, so we were working on connections. So every time I catch a ball like on a post or on top of a key area, I know like we talk to each other so we can get for alley-oop and stuff like that. So we were building a connection here, but yeah, because I know what Sam can do, and I know what he can do, and because I played with him before, so it was easy for me to like. It was easy for us to have like a good connection. Yeah, and I think he's like he's doing good right now with his rehab. And I think you guys gonna see him soon, for sure.
Yeah, we could really use him. A couple of tough losses, like allowed a couple more points than you'd want. He's a great defender, so maybe you could use him there. But hopefully he comes back, and that's great to hear as well. The connection there,
for sure.
I think that'll just about do it here for episode 17 of How About Them Huskies. Adama, we appreciate you coming on. It was a blast. We learned a lot. You're a really cool dude. Like I said, we thank you so much. I know you're a busy guy in the middle of the season, so it means a lot coming on.
No problem, man. It was good to talk to you guys. Anything for you guys for sure.
Thanks. Yeah. And for the viewers, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can stay tuned for an episode later this week. After this one, we'll preview the big game versus Marquette. I know, Adama, you're headed out to Milwaukee, obviously. Best of luck in that game and the rest of the season for you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys later.